More than 40,000 people crossed the English Channel in small boats in a single year. That number alone has dominated headlines, protests, and politics. But the real story is bigger than the boats. It is about what changed, what worked, and what still has not. To understand the UK immigration debate in 2025, we need to separate legal migration from illegal entry and look at the numbers, not the noise. The scale of small boat crossings. In 2025, between 39 and just over 40,000 people arrived in the UK by small boats. That makes it the second highest year on record. Only 2022 saw more crossings. Most of these journeys start in northern France, in areas close to Calais. Crossings resumed late in the year after a 28-day pause caused by weather and enforcement activity. People making these journeys often come from countries experiencing war or instability. Afghanistan, Iran, Syria, Eritrea, Sudan, these are known push factors. They explain movement, but they do not explain policy outcomes. A change in government strategy. In 2024, the Rwanda deportation scheme was scrapped by the new Labour government. Instead of offshore removal, the focus shifted to three areas: disrupting smuggling gangs, upstream cooperation with France and other European partners, and tightening the rules around legal migration routes. The idea was simple: reduce incentives, speed up decisions, and restore a sense of control. The results are mixed, and the numbers show why. Legal migration and the sharp decline net migration fell dramatically in the year ending June 2025, from 649,000 the previous year, down to just over 200,000. That is a drop of nearly 70%, a return to levels last seen before Brexit. Around 898,000 people arrived legally, about 693,000 left. This fall did not happen by accident. Higher salary thresholds were introduced for skilled workers. Care workers and students faced tighter limits on bringing dependents. Fewer roles qualified under the points-based system. As a result, fewer people were eligible to come, and fewer stayed long-term. These changes eased some pressure on housing and reduced strain on public services like the NHS and local councils. In policy terms, this is a clear win for migration control. Irregular arrivals and asylum pressure. But illegal entry tells a different story. Around 51,000 irregular arrivals were detected in the year ending September 2025. Nearly 90% arrived by small boats. Asylum claims reached record levels, around 110 to 111,000 applications in 12 months. This placed huge pressure on the asylum system. The backlog waiting for initial decisions fell to around 62,000 cases by September, a reduction of more than a third compared to the year before. This was achieved by faster processing and policy focus on clearing older cases. However, speed alone does not solve volume. Accommodation, costs, and communities. For years, asylum hotels became a symbol of system failure. High costs, local disruption, and long stays with little transparency. The government has now shifted away from widespread hotel use, returning to alternative accommodation models where possible. This reduced some immediate costs, but the legacy impact on communities remains part of the national debate. At the same time, the government claims nearly 50,000 enforced removals since July 2024, including failed asylum seekers and foreign offenders. That marks a tougher stance on enforcement than in previous years. The bigger picture. So where does this leave the UK? Legal migration has been tightened, numbers are down sharply, pressure on housing and services has eased somewhat. But channel crossings continue. Smuggling gangs adapt quickly, and asylum claims remain historically high. The system is more controlled than it was, but it is not yet resolved. This is not a single-issue problem. It is border security, international cooperation, legal thresholds, processing speed, and enforcement working together. The immigration debate is often reduced to slogans, but the reality is more complicated. Some policies worked, others did not go far enough. The challenge for the UK now is clear. Keep legal migration controlled, stop illegal routes being exploited, and restore public confidence through results, not promises. Because in the end, borders are not about rhetoric, they are about outcomes.